Guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video we'll be going through a Kapata yoga, which is a term for malefics, which is Sun, Mars, Rahu, Ketu and Saturn being placed in the 4th house, and also we'll go through a Khala yoga, which is the exchange between 3rd house and other lordship in the chart. In this example, this has provoked many fights and struggles. So we'll be going through Jean Chrétien, probably I pronounced it wrong, this is a French name. He was a politician and lawyer, and very important thing, he was forced by the opposite party to resign, so he was very much surrounded by the enemies, and this chart reflects this very nicely. We will also go through the basic lordship karaka analysis, so this you can use in any basic analysis of the astrological chart, and also we will go through the basic things as usual, the politician and lawyer. We will be examining the standard points 10 from Moon, Aruda, Navamsha and Dashamsa. So if you are interested in those positions, you have now the tools to check this in your charts. So let's get the obvious out of the way, the lawyer yogas, right? So Aruda has to be related somehow to Jupiter. We have Lagna Lord, Ascendant Lord in the 5th. So the Aruda is very important. It shows the place in society will be normally in Gemini, but yeah, it is aspected by Jupiter, so that is enough normally to being able to work as in that surroundings, environment or sector, we say, of lawyers. The next point is 10th house in the Navamsha, the Lord is Rahu with the Jupiter, so somehow must be also related. And in the Dashamsa, very important because that is show how you are really working. Is it employment, business, freelance, or being employed? So 7th Lord is Jupiter in the 9th house. This is very much showing the business or contract job, and he was in both situations. So it started in Jupiter, Antardasha, and other Dasha was related to Sagittarius, so 7th house activation, he started working in that law firm. Then he changed to politician, so let's see the yogas for politician. Now the Jupiter is the archetype for consultancy, teaching, tutoring, giving some wisdom, being an expert, because the Jupiter is showing that Gajakeshari, this elephant head. This is the representing intelligence, this is the advisor of the Devatas in the Vedic philosophy of the gods, so it's therefore very much related to bringing that good advice. Like Venus also is giving the healing and also to advise to the Asura, so Jupiter and Venus are this both sides of our intelligence, of our D. This is also the Karaka for the 9th house, which is representing the law, and another lordship is a Pisces. So 9th and 12th, Sagittarius and Pisces, they are both showing this religion, which is not so cool, but spirituality, the 12th house, now in that current paradigm, and the culture's swings is very trendy and nice. So for politician, we would expect some Raja Yoga. We have 10th Lord Amatya Karaka in the Ascendant. This is Simhasana, so someone who is having that strong position close to the boss, getting a lot of authority. Interestingly, Atma Karaka in the 12th house, 6th Lord and 12th, this could help in overcoming the opposition, but it may show being somehow surrounded by enmities. The soul is always aware of something in the shadow, so this may also give lack of peace. Aruda Lagna has to be related to Sun, it's aspected or joining the Sun if it jumps to 7th house. Moon has to be in Artakona, 2nd, 6th, and in the Dashamsa, we have Moon in 2nd house. So Sun and Moon are showing governing the laws, and Moon being more a bridge between people and this administration power. Therefore, the history, sociology, anthropology, culture, all, and also psychology, all related to the Moon. People who have Moon in Trikona to Navamsha, they are very good in those topics. They can understand the people. I'm also very much into this 7th house. Moon is aspecting my Navamsha Lagna, so at least the desire is there. And for me, it is how I love to analyze the biographies of people and analyze the charts. So for people interested in that practical astrology, the Moon is a very nice planet, giving that additional skill or at least interest in astrology. Now we are coming to the 4th house, to the childhood, and we will see how this yoga of Saturn, Rahu, Mars. We have 3 malefics. They are strong, so bringing some benefits. He was working in that industrial, he was minister of industry for some time, so that Mars exalted Saturn. This is bringing that in 2nd from Aruda Lagna, definitely, but also a Kapata yoga. So if you have malefics in 4th, then you can be cheated. And his childhood Yama yoga, Yama is Saturn, Mars, death. So he had like more than 10 siblings, and the 10th died. So imagine, 3rd Lord of younger siblings in the 12th house of loss, and also Jupiter showing the elder sibling is also lost. So we need to see lordship and the karaka, right? So third lord in the 12th of laws and fourth house of childhood. He also, on the Wikipedia, we get to know that his childhood was, we could say, quite challenging. So we have these malefics in the fourth, but also it manifested when the dasha came in the adult life. He was also, we could see, dethroned. He was very much cheated and forced. By the way, this Jupiter is Vargotam, but in Vyayamsha. So this is Virgo is reflecting to the, going back to the 12th house in the Rasi chart. So again, I see that Vargotam, but Vyayamsha, definitely it is bringing him the fame, right? Because the Vargotama is bringing fame, but we have this confirmation from Navamsha that also the loss of sibling is there. So to say anything, we need the lordship and the karaka. Third shows younger sibling and Mars shows younger and Jupiter shows elder siblings. Third is also showing the right hand, so right hand people. And 12th house is loss. Sometimes also 7th house may show loss. Sometimes the dispositor of people in our life. So the 7th lord dispositor, if also going to 7-12, this may also show losses in the Rasi chart. So Lagna lord in 7th, you are also going away from your place, from your home. And we need to, of course, have this confirmation in Navamsha and in the specific Varga. For siblings, we are using the D3 Parashara because there are many types of Drekana. So for siblings, we are using the standard Parashara Drekana. We were talking about the Kapata. We have this strong Mahapurusha yoga. Maha means big, Purusha is a person. So you are big person if you have one of the Tattva Graha. So either it has to be Mars, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, or Mercury if they are in Kendra. So first 4, 7, and 10, and strong like in own or exaltation, then you have this Mahapurusha yoga. It means that your life is going or will be very much focused on that type of direction. There are, of course, ways how to see that direction, but definitely there is some strong tattva in yourself. And this can even have say on your longevity. According to Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra, it is giving you a lot of traits. For example, this Mars can give you a lot of interest in the mantra yantara tantra, so basically spirituality. So in this case, we have these blessings. So definitely this, as I said, in industry, but also being cheated. So if you have benefic in first and malefics in fourth, then you may be cheated in life, and you may see the arudas related to the fourth house to also get more information in what context, scenario, narrative you can experience that cheating. Now, my speculation here, fourth from moon, is also that. So it's not only the fourth from ascendant, but also fourth from moon. So there is this word disheartened. So you may feel very much like disappointed. I would say it's a similar energy to Rasi Sandhi. It's also making you that disappointment feeling, right? And also this parivartana. This is like expecting something and getting something else. So we have this kapata, this Khala parivartana. So exchange with the third house, according to Faldipika, it's called Khala parivartana. And third house may shows it's something to do with the fight. In this case, it was definitely some challenge and being dethroned. Because there are two dushas, this could be a Viparita Raja Yoga. Viparita Raja Yoga is when two bad houses, 3rd, 6th, 8, or 12, are connected, and this is showing evil plus evil. So you are finishing something evil in life, so that should be good. But in our tradition, we say that this can also attract tamasic energy. So you could be involved in creating some bad karma, and ultimately we see that when the dasha of Sun, Mahadasha of Sun, he was also swallowed by that energy and he was forced to resign. So we are not very much positive about that Viparita Yoga, but definitely here giving him a lot of success. Okay guys, if you like this video so far, as usual, please don't forget to click the like button to fight with this YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you like to see similar videos in the future, and let's go back to this analysis. Now the last thing of this short, but I hope rich in information video, is the timing when he was forced to resign. So it was in a Sun Dasha. We have 11th Lord, Marakatu 10th in 11th. Very often it's related to either end of project, so some change, or generally being retired. For example, my mother, she went into retirement when she was 50, and Sun was in 11th house. So I remember this example, 11th house, very much related to this. it was 8 in the Navamsha, so maybe it was not so good. It was a dash of Sun, Mars, Sun in 8, Mars in 2nd, so that is the Rudra energy. So some fight, some sorrow. Rudra is from sorrow, so he is going away crying. Now, very important, of course, is the Dashamsa, so that was the central part, and the Sun is again 3rd. So 3rd and 8 in the Dashamsa are showing the retirement, and 3rd Lord in 4th, so this is a 0 Digbala, so 0 direction, and this is like being attacked by the king, right? Sun is the Indra. In the 4th house, 0 energy, and the Antardasha must support. So there was 2 Antardashas in which he resigned. One was Rahu, the other was Mars, and both are in the Kendra to the Mahadasha. So this Antardasha could be well placed. Mars in 10th, you would say, wow, this is great, but it also supporting the Sun, and other dashas are supporting that. Now the bad side of this whole mechanism will be activated, that 3rd Lord energy, so he is retiring, he is resigning. We can also observe 8th Lord Saturn is in Nicha, so the situation of retirement is very bad, it's Saturn debilitated. We can see Mars Antardasha is in Trikona to Lagnesha, so we could say it was his decision because he resigned, but we see that Sun, Mars, all these malefics in Kendra to Dashamsa. This is the Sarpa Yoga. Sarpa means being without support, right? If you have benefics in Kendra, you have a good family, good life, you are always positive. If you are Sarpa, it can show a lot of toxins build up because of the stress. Wherever you turn your head, you always see threat and danger. So imagine the level of stress for him. So the Rashi and the Shamsa, those malefics in the Kendra. And therefore he also had this bypass surgery. It was also in the dasha related to the 4th house. We see 12th Lord surgery is with the Mars. So 12th Lord shows how you get out from the disease. It is basically the hospitalization. Related to Mars, it shows the surgery is being the way out from the challenge, health challenge. And yeah, 4th from the moon, and also 4th Lagna shows heart. So his heart, because of these malefics, already from the birth, we could say was weak. So it was only a matter of time that this, because of the stress, right, that this provoked the challenge and that heart surgery because of this placement. So we can see how this 4th house, this Khala Yoga, and one more. What was the one more? It was the disappointment. We were talking about disappointment, Sarpa, Khala, and 4th from the moon, right? Disheartened feeling. So I hope you also enjoyed this chart so much as I was enjoying it when I was analyzing, diving deep in this chart. And of course, as usual, if you like this video, please don't forget to click the like button. You are helping me with this YouTube journey, and subscribe if you like to see similar videos in the future. You would like to stay here with me on this channel. We have here a nice family. Thanks for watching till the end and being here on this channel, and see you in the next one.